Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel once again. This is going to be my 9,000 subscribers live Q&A, guys. This is to say thank you guys for helping me get over that 9,000 subscriber mark. So I will be answering your questions for about the next 30 minutes, so just fire in your questions. Also, if you want to win a digital copy of Logan, all you have to do is have a Twitter account and then write hashtag #PickMeStorms on Twitter, and then I'll randomly pick someone afterwards. So if you guys start firing in your questions, we'll do that right away. Got a big, well, not big giveaway, but I got a pretty good giveaway when I reach 10,000 subscribers. So once I get to 10,000 subscribers, I will be doing that. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share this on Twitter and Facebook if you don't mind, while you guys are firing in your questions. We're getting ready to go see Pacific Rim here in a few minutes. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Once again, I just want to say thank you guys for helping me get over 9,000 subscribers. You guys can go ahead and go on Twitter and do hashtag #PickMeStorms if you want to win a digital copy of Logan. That's what I'm giving away today, guys. So be sure to check that out. You got a question I see already.
Which is better, the X-Men movies or the DCEU?
The X-Men movies. I can count more X-Men movies that are actually good. X-Men 1 was good. X-Men 2 was good. X-Men First Class was good. X-Men Days of Future Past was fan-fucking-tastic. Logan was solid, was good. The Wolverine, where he goes to Japan, is solid. It falls apart toward the end, but it's good overall. And Deadpool. So right there is 7 X-Men films that are good. Yes, there are some bad ones. Some of the continuity doesn't go well, but they try to fix that every now and then. But I mean, DCEU, I mean, I like Man of Steel now. I hated it before, but it grew on me. Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Cut's really good. Suicide Squad, I like, but it has a lot of problems. Wonder Woman is the only one that's clearly good, and Justice League was just a pile of shit. So, I mean, that's what it is, so.
What do you think about the rumor with Silver Surfer and Avengers 3?
Okay, so I was going to do a video on that probably Friday night or Saturday, but I haven't seen no articles or news talking about it. I just hear people tagging me on Facebook and Twitter and comments, you know, saying, hey, there's a rumor that Silver Surfer is going to show up. I have not seen an official article of where the story was based from, even if it's like from a crappy-ass website. At least I can report it and say, this website said this is what I think about it. But right now, I'm just hearing it from outside sources. I'm hearing it from YouTubers and Twitter and Facebook. I'm not seeing anything from actual sources, so I can't talk, you know, until I see that. So,
would you be willing to watch a re-edit of The Last Jedi?
I think The Last Jedi is absolutely perfect the way it is.
Do you think Gambit will be the surprise cameo in Deadpool 2 or Wolverine?
I don't know. I was just watching Collider like 15 minutes ago, and who was it? Roka? Roka said that there's a rumor that Channing Tatum might be in there as Gambit. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't think that Gambit movie's ever coming together anyway. And the other one, I think Hugh Jackman might be in it. I don't think he's going to be Wolverine, but yeah.
Do you think Black Panther will hit #1 on the box office again?
That's going to be tonight's video, guys. I already have Black Panther versus Pacific Rim coming out later tonight around 9-10 o'clock tonight. So you guys can check that video out and get your answer on that one. By that time, I would already seen Pacific Rim, and my Pacific Rim review is going to be uploaded tomorrow morning at 9. So look out for that video tonight. Tomorrow morning, my Pacific Rim review will be out, so you guys can check that one out.
How do you feel about Blade interacting with Black Panther?
I don't think it makes any sense. Why would Blade interact with Black Panther? It's like not even the right tone. I mean, Blade is like a Netflix Daredevil, the Punisher type TV series. That's what it should be. Just because, why should they interact? Because they're both brothers from another mother? Doesn't make no sense. Just because their skin tone is the same don't mean you just automatically pile them up together. It just doesn't make no sense. And to be honest, it's kind of racist. Oh, so the two brothers in the Marvel universe has to be interacting together? What? So T'Challa shows up and Blade's like, yeah, I'm the OG. No, man, that's just fucking stupid, man. It doesn't even go together.
Which character are you looking forward to in Infinity War?
My boy Thanos. Thanos is who I'm looking forward to. I want some more Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen for sure. But Thanos is who I am looking out for. I want to see more of the Than Man. So we've been building to him for come on, Debo, some. For 10 years, I want to see more of him. And rumors are it's going to be an origin story for Thanos. So,
what is your impression on Aftershock Comics? Is it something that's going to be short-lived or something that could possibly be the next big thing?
I don't know what Aftershock Comics are. I don't know. Is that a new company that just came out? Because the only newest company I read is Action Lab. And they do, like, Zombie Tramp. And I know Jason Inman does a comic book for Action Lab. And that's that. I read Action Lab, I read Image, I read Marvel, a little bit Marvel. I don't really touch DC anymore, only a few titles. But I never heard of Action. Was it Action Comics? No,
Aftershock.
Aftershock. Yeah, I never heard of it.
Why isn't there enough minorities other than white and black in the MCU?
I think that's gonna change with Namor. I think Namor is probably going to be the guy who plays Sulu in the new Star Trek reboot movies. I think he's going to be Namor, and then you'll get a new representation for that type of culture. So I think that's what they're going to do. I mean, it's kind of got to fit the part. Can you guys think of any major Asian characters in the MCU at this point right now? Like I'm talking about major characters. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And the problem is, if it's like a C or D level character, you have to be able to market it. Just because you're MCU, you still have to be careful what you market. So, since I got more people on the stream now, I want to take this time to say thank you guys for helping me get over 9,000 subscribers. If you guys want to win a free digital copy of Logan, be sure to make a Twitter account. If you don't have a Twitter account, just make a Twitter account. I'm going to be streaming for another 20 minutes. You got plenty of time to make a Twitter account while you're listening to me. And then go on there and put hashtag #PickMeStorms. Right after I get done, I'll randomly pick one person, and I will be messaging you. So make sure you're looking at your Twitter, guys. And, yeah, so that's how that's going to go. Woo. All right, got another one.
What do you think of Patty Jenkins directing Justice League 2 based off the stories Snyder worked on for their sequel, their team of work for Wonder Woman?
I think, well, first of all, my wet dream after Wonder Woman was I wanted Patty Jenkins to do Superman. I wanted her to do Man of Steel 2. But then she already got greenlit for Wonder Woman 2. If she would go and do Justice League, as long as the studio leaves her alone. That's the key, guys. The studio has to leave her alone. There's too much studio interference. That's why it failed in the first time. Because you got people who don't know the characters, don't know the stories, and they're like, well, that doesn't fit. How do you know that doesn't fit? Did you read the comics? Do you know it doesn't fit? No, you don't. Shut the fuck up. So, as long as they leave Patty Jenkins alone, it's fine. I mean, this is the same studio that wanted Patty Jenkins to take out the No Man's Land in Wonder Woman, which is the best fucking scene in the movie. So, they're fucking stupid over there.
What comic series are you following at the moment, and which of them is your favorite?
Okay, so I'm gonna list my favorite ones, the ones I read automatically. Darth Vader from Marvel. Have to read it. Fantastic. It's probably the only Marvel comic I'm gonna, say to read right now. And then I read, Invincible ended. I always gonna promote Invincible. You guys gotta see Invincible. Then I read Walking Dead, but that's really been sucking lately. That's almost as bad as the show anymore. So Saga, Darth Vader, Saga, Invincible. The Beauty is really good. Thrawn is really good too. That's a mini series. And Zombie Tramp is fantastic. If you guys just want to read a fun comic with hot chick who fights evil monsters, read that. Speaking of hot chick fighting monsters, Hack Slash. Hack Slash is a fantastic comic that's out right now. I'm trying to think of my other Image titles, but those are pretty much it. And Zombie Tramp is by Action Lab, so I would suggest looking that up. It's actually pretty good.
What is a TV show that you love to see a follow-up film for?
Game of Thrones. That was too quick. I'll give you more time. Game of Thrones is hands down the best TV show ever. So I would love to see a follow-up movie for that. You got another one?
Hold on, they're saying stuff.
If you guys want to win a digital copy of Logan, just go to Twitter and write #PickMeStorms, and then I'll randomly pick someone right after the stream, guys.
If Ant-Man went inside Thanos' ear or mouth and made himself a giant man, would that kill Thanos?
Okay. I've been hearing people say this all the time. Like, every video, like, there's someone saying it in the comment box. Look, guys, if you went and saw a movie, right, and you've been building up Thanos for 10 years, and Ant-Man goes in his ear and turns to Giant Man and makes his head explode and the movie was over, wouldn't you feel cheated? They're not going to do that. Just because it's a logical thing to do don't mean you should do it. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. You got another one over there, kiddo?
Worst theater you've ever been to and worst theater experience?
Worst theater I've ever been to? I don't think I've ever been to one that's like this theater. Yeah. Out of all the ones I go to, the one with the most uncomfortable seats is the one up the street from me, which is Eagle Ridge. It's not bad. It's just when you compare it to all the other ones I go to, the seats are really comfortable. They're like these lazy boy type seats and got high back. This one's really not that comfortable. The worst experience I ever had is when I went and saw Get Out. And that's because the sheer racism going on in the crowd, it made me uncomfortable. There was only a handful of white people in the crowd. Me and there was another guy sitting like 5 chairs away from me. And then at the end of that movie, when Daniel Kaluuya's character starts fighting back and starts killing off people, like everybody's like, yeah, fuck that white motherfucker up. Black power. Fuck that cracker. Fuck that black power. And they're all like it was the most uncomfortable thing I ever been a part of. And the guy who's sitting 5 seats away from me got up and left. He just left. And like, I remember looking back because one guy, when Daniel Kaluuya like shoved the moose head or whatever into one guy's head, the guy sitting like right behind me just yelled out, "Black power!" I looked at him. I was like, really? Really? Look, I know you're excited, but try to show some respect for other people around, okay? It's not like I'm showing up at 12 Years a Slave saying, "Whoop that motherfucker," and then say the N-word and all this stuff. Like I understand there's people out there like that. I'm not like that. So I always try to, treat everybody with respect. I don't want someone who's going to see 12 Years a Slave or Roots or something like that feeling uncomfortable with us chanting white power. And I know there's fucking rednecks out there that does this shit. And I'm not justifying them fucking idiots. And by no means am I saying the entire black community are the same as these fucking idiots that are chanting this shit and Get Out. But personally, that is the worst experience I ever had. And the only thing that came close to that, well, nothing comes close to that because that was just horrible. But just whenever I go to a movie theater and someone's on their fucking cell phone, I have to start yelling at them. That's really it. So, but you got another one?
Who would you want to take charge over the DCEU?
The guy in charge of the CW TV shows. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I know it's one guy who's pretty much the mastermind over there. I want to say it's like, no, I was going to say Kevin, but then I think Kevin Feige, so that's not it. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I watch Collider a lot. They mention him a lot. And if you look at the CW show, they got shit going on over there. Like, they know how to get these pieces working. They know who these characters are, and they do their shit. That's why the CW shows are so much better than the fucking DC movies. So, that guy, whoever that guy is, I'll probably do a video on that, at some point, because that's who I want to see usher in and do that.
Who do you think will die in Game of Thrones Season 8?
I think the question is, who do you think is not going to die? There's going to be like a lot of people. I'm only going to, I think Jon might go. Tyrion might go. Tyrion and Jon are my favorite characters. Tyrion and Jon Snow are my favorite characters. I don't want to see either of them go. I don't want to see Varys go because I like Tyrion and Varys, like those are my bros, man. Like, whenever they're together, I'm happy. I don't want to see either of them go, but there's going to be huge stakes and somebody's going to go. The rumor is that maybe Jon Snow starts to become a White Walker, and he's the one that kind of leads the White Walkers to back to the north, and then there's forever peace or whatever or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I definitely think it might be old Tyrion or Johnny Boy. Got no one for me.
What would be your ideal plot for Suicide Squad 2?
Very simple. The plot that should have happened in the first Suicide Squad movie. It should have been the Suicide Squad is hunting the Joker. The Joker escaped Arkham, and they send the Suicide Squad in order to try to stop him. It makes perfect sense why they would send Harley, because Harley's attachment to the Joker, and then it just makes fucking sense. And if you go back and watch, like, go right now, watch this Suicide Squad trailer. You can't tell me you're not watching that trailer like, oh yeah, the Joker's the villain. That's what they're going to do, right? Nope. Nope. They didn't do that. They should have, though. What you got for me, kid?
Well, besides Infinity War, what is your most anticipated movie of the summer?
I didn't realize there was any of the movies coming out after Infinity War. I mean, I don't have very much anticipated list. I mean, I'm kind of skeptical on the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie. I kind of want to see what it's going to be about. But, I saw the Deadpool 2 trailer. I liked it, but I was kind of underwhelmed. I don't think it was as good as I thought it was going to be. Again, that was going to be a separate video on that separately. But, yeah. So I'm not like, I'm going to go see it, but I'm not like, oh, I got to go see this movie now, you know. So, Han Solo, I mean, I don't know. It's like right now I'm just counting the days down to Infinity War. And then I guess the next one, no, it's not Aquaman, guys. Stop putting that. Nobody's looking forward to Aquaman. Yeah, it's not even a summer movie.
How much money do you think Infinity War will make opening weekend overall at the box office?
I don't think it's going to beat the Force Awakens record. I think it's going to be in between Force Awakens and over Black Panther. So, Force Awakens, I think, did 240 something. Black Panther did what? Almost 219, 220. So, I'm going to say like 225, 230, around there, I'm thinking. Hey, I hope it wins, but who knows?
Should Blade be on Netflix or have a movie?
I talked about this earlier. He should definitely have his own series on Netflix. Because someone said earlier, like, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if Black Panther and Blade got together? It's like, why? Why would you pair up the two black characters just to put them together because they're black? It doesn't make no sense. Why would Blade even be around T'Challa? It doesn't even make no sense. The content doesn't even make sense. Like, one person is, you know, like killing people and killing vampires and shit. It doesn't make sense. He needs to have his own Netflix series.
How would you pitch a Shawshank sequel?
Andy Dufresne got framed again. That's the title. Andy Dufresne got framed again. That right there. That's your selling point. That's what you're gonna sell it on. I don't know. You can't make a fucking sequel to Shawshank Redemption, man. That fucking movie's classic.
Best and worst Adam Sandler movie.
My favorite one is Billy. No, not Billy Madison. I hate that one. The only thing good about that was the blonde chick who plays Sonya was in there, and I believe she was in a thong. But the only one I really like, Waterboy's fine. I don't think it's as good as other people make it out to be, but Happy Gilmore is my favorite one. Happy Gilmore is my favorite one. And the worst one, I don't know. I haven't watched an Adam Sandler movie since Chuck and Larry gets married or whatever. Chuck and Larry wedding.
They now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that movie's called. Ain't nobody watched that movie. But that was the last one I seen. So I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan because why? All he does is go, you're in your hole. And like, man, fuck that shit.
Do you think that the DCEU would have been better if they shared a universe with the TV shows?
No. The DCEU would have been better if they had better scripts and they didn't rush shit out so they can get bonuses and they weren't so fucking reactionary going, oh, well, Marvel's got comedy, add comedy. And no. The DCEU would have been fine if they would have just done their own shit. But they don't because they're stupid. So I'm going to take this time and say, if you want to win a digital copy of Logan, be sure to go on Twitter, #PickMeStorms. Soon as the stream is over, I will be going to Twitter and randomly picking one of you guys who do hashtag #PickMeStorm. So be sure you're with your Twitter because I will be sending you a personal message. If you guys don't answer your Twitter, then I'm just going to go on to the next person. So,
how do you think DBZ Super will end?
I don't know, man. Dude, I didn't really like the last episode, to be honest with you. Like, all that shit, and the episode still didn't end, and then 17 didn't really die. He was still alive. I thought that was lame. And what the hell is he doing?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Just in case you hadn't watched it.
Yeah, he's not really dead. And then Frieza, and then it was like, man, they keep going on and on and on. It's like Goku gets really strong. Oh no, Jiren's stronger. Then Jiren's really strong. Goku's stronger, and it just bounces back like stop. So anyway, what you got for me?
What is your favorite John Williams music besides Star Wars? I think I know this answer.
What you gonna say, Jaws?
No.
What are you gonna say?
Superman.
Oh yeah, John Williams does so much shit. I forget half the shit he does. I love Superman. That's one of my favorite, man. Fuck yeah. I remember when I wasn't looking forward to Justice League at all, and then I heard that Danny Elfman was going to adapt Williams' score from Superman, right? I was like, oh, I can't wait, man. I just want to, if I just hear Superman's score, I don't care about the rest of the movie. I love it, right? And then he came out, and then you hear it's like this. Bum, 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 bum. That's all you hear. Right? It wasn't like dun 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 dun. Like I can't even do it right now. But it wasn't like the way John Williams does. It's like he just added a couple notes. It was like dun 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 dun, CGI lip, and then that was it. I remember I looked at Adam because Adam was watching it, and we were like, yeah, fucking Batman and Superman score. And I'm like he played Batman score everywhere. Every 5 seconds, all you hear is dun 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 dun. It's like every 5 seconds you hear that fucking score. It's like Batman takes a shit. Dun 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 dun. Like they just kept playing that fucking score, man. But I'm looking forward to I haven't heard that so well done since the season finale of Smallville, when fucking Tom Welling comes out and they're like dun 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 dun. He just rips that fucking shirt open. He got the S. I'm like, yes, that's Superman. Why can't we get that? And I love Hans Zimmer's Superman score. I think there's a good way you can combine both, man. They just don't do it. What time is it? We got enough for maybe 4 or 5 more questions.
A good one, and I lost it. Oh,
that's why she got fired, guys.
First of all, they say you're awesome. When did you first decide to make your channel?
When YouTube was first invented. No lie, I've been on YouTube for 9-10 years. I had another channel called Storms Inc. And because my last name is Storms, and I was doing tattoo art at the time, and me and a guy from work was like, hey, we should do a show where we just rant about movies and call it Fanboy Rant. So, he got married and he's pussy whooped, so he couldn't do it. And so I started doing it where I just started ranting about all kinds of shit, movies, video games, whatever. And that channel built up pretty well, and then I did stupid shit and I got banned. So I created a new channel, Robert Storms, about 4 years ago. And then I was just at 2,000 subscribers for 5 years. And then next thing you know, I do a video. I think it was my Black Panther beats Justice League, and then the next day it's 3,000. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? 2 days later, 4,000. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, well, maybe people like me talking about the MCU, DCEU stuff. So for the past month, I've been doing MCU, DCEU, news, thoughts, everything I can possibly find, and which is good because I'm a huge comic book fan, right? I'm a huge comic book fan. I have a closet that has thousands upon thousands of comics. I own the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man. And I was like, well, if people want to hear about this stuff, let's talk about this stuff because there's a lot of content to talk about. There's always news going on with Infinity War, with the DCEU and the 500 Jokers and directors they got and all that. So I just kept doing it and it just kept building up. And here we are now. And I thank each and every one of you guys. You see what I got to deal with? Do you see what I got to deal with?
Favorite movie of all time?
Star Wars: A New Hope. It was weird because for a while there, I was like, Man, I think Cloud Atlas is gonna be my favorite movie of all. You remember that? When I saw Cloud Atlas, I rented it from Redbox. I loved it. I went out and bought it. I watched that movie like 8 times that week. I was like, I think Cloud Atlas could be my favorite movie of all time, which is still one of my favorite. I love that movie to death, but Star Wars A New Hope is always going to be my favorite movie. Not only my favorite Star Wars movie, my favorite movie. There's so much in that movie. Like when Obi-Wan's like, I once fought in the Clone Wars the same as your father. I was once a Jedi Knight. You know, just everything about that movie. And then at the end, when Luke is getting ready to shoot down the Death Star, and Vader's lining him up, and then you just see that bolt come, and Vader takes off. I was like, what? And then Han Solo's like, woohoo! And then like, bah! I love that movie. It's like, I feel like John Madden. I'm like, bah, bah, yeah! What we got here? 3 more.
Who would win, the Justice League or the Avengers?
If you have to ask that question, next question, please. Let's be serious, guys. You got another one?
Can Christopher Nolan come back and save the DCEU?
This is how it could work. And I think this will get the fans back on board. And that's really what they really need, is get the fans back on board. I think you should have Christopher Nolan be the Kevin Feige. If you can't get the guy from CW to come back, I think the reason why Man of Steel did so well because I believe Christopher Nolan executive produced that movie. So when Man of Steel was coming out, you saw Nolan's name all over it. It's like the guy from Dark Knight produces, man, you know, Christopher Nolan, blah blah blah. So you have Christopher Nolan come back and just produce it. But the thing is, Christopher Nolan doesn't care. He doesn't want to do no more superhero movies. Now he wants to do like all kinds of weird shit. I don't even fucking know. But you know, if you can do that, possibly.
Which actor would you get to play you?
To play me? We answered this like on like on the 4,000 subscriber Q&A. I answered this. Jonah Hill, remember? Come on, look at Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill. One final question. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. While you're waiting to make it a good one, if you guys want to win the digital copy of Logan, be sure to go on Twitter and write hashtag #PickMeStorms. If you don't have a Twitter, then make a Twitter account, guys. You still got a few minutes. Make a Twitter account, hashtag #PickMeStorms. Trust me, you're going to want to, because I got a special physical giveaway that I'm doing once I reach 10,000 subscribers, and that's not going to be in a Q&A. That's going to be in a video. I'm giving that away, and it's going to be a couple things, and you're going to have a Twitter to do it. So, yeah.
Do you think everyone dies in Infinity War, and then they introduce Silver Surfer in the comic books with the Elders and the Celestials?
Man, that's a lot of shit, man. No, I don't think everybody's going to die. There might be I think it's going to end where you think everybody's going to die. I think Thanos is going to have the gauntlet. He's going to, and then everything's going to go black. And then you have to wait next year to see what happens. I think that's how it's going to end. I don't think everybody's going to die. No way. And again, I don't think Silver Surfer is going to show up because the official rights for Fox hasn't went through yet. It's still got to go through the Supreme Court and make sure everything's legal. So that hasn't been through yet. So I don't think that's going to happen at all. But yeah, I think it's going to end with a snap, just like this live stream. So that's the final question, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, supporting me, helping me get over that 9,000 subscriber mark, guys. Thanks each and every one of you. I appreciate it. Once I get to 10,000 subscribers, I got a special giveaway that I'm going to be doing. You guys can stay tuned to future videos, and on that one, I will be doing a 10,000 Q&A again, and I'll be giving away another digital copy of something, but I'm going to be giving away physical stuff to reaching over that milestone of 10K if I get it. If I get it, there's no guarantee I'm even going to get it. But if you guys want to win Logan, just go ahead to Twitter and press or write hashtag #PickMeStorms, guys. And until next time, as always, guys, I am Robert Storms, and that is my opinion. Thank each and every one.